Welcome back to Tom's Garage, guys. It is a beautiful April 6th morning. Let me show you. My gosh, 11:30 in the morning, man, and it is already in the mid 80s in this shop. Today we're going to do something simple. A little Toro push mower. It just won't start. It has been sitting up all winter. The customer put fresh fuel in it, of course, filled it up with fresh fuel, and it just won't start. He said that he even put a new spark plug in it. So what we're going to do is do a quickie little carb cleaning. Should be simple, quick little video here about if your lawnmower won't start, how to clean this little black plastic carburetor that comes on these things. So y'all get ready for some excitement, boys. Okay, let's see. The first thing I'm going to do is check the oil. He said this thing is nearly new. He bought it last year. Not even a year old. Check the oil in it. Yeah, the oil level's good. Nice and clean. Let me look at the air filter. Yeah, it's not that bad, really. Blow that out for him. I don't think I'll sell him a new air filter. I think that's good. Okay, let's see here. We got oil levels good. Let me look at the blade. Yeah, the blade's not bent. Everything's good under there. I should have unplugged that spark plug before I done that. Okay, oil level, fuel. Let me smell this fuel. Get you a big whiff. Here. I'm going to end up draining that because I don't know what was in it when he poured fresh on top. So we're going to, let me give this thing a few pulls. I do not like cranking lawnmowers when they're belt high. Ooh, no. All right, let's see here. A quick little way to see if it is a fuel problem is to, nope, she ain't wanting to start. She ought to start on the first pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little squirt, of carb cleaner, see what that does. Yep, a little squirt of carb cleaner, it'll fire up and go right back dead, so that tells me it's going to be a clog in the main jet somewhere in the carburetor. Yep. Air compressor kick on. There you go. All right, man, I'm going to take this thing apart, get down to the carburetor, and we're going to do it, guys. Okay, what I like to do is just take this cover off. 3 little shoulder bolts. Pop this thing off. Let that go where it wants to. And then I'm going to pop this cover off. 2 5/16 head screws. Those were 5/16. And these 2 screws that screw into the carburetor itself are going to be 7mm money. Okay, that's out of the way. I don't know why they leave these tags in there. Oh, shut up. Okay, there's that. And what I like to do is pull the fuel tank and the carburetor off as one, which is not hard to do. It just sits in those little grooves right there, and then pull slightly out on the carburetor. Get that auto choke lever, don't bend it. If you bend it a little bit, you can bend it back. I seen one bent so bad that it wasn't letting the choke flap close all the way. And now I have got my clean pan. I'm gonna dump this fuel out. Get this tag out of the way. I bet it's gonna have a little bit of water in it somewhere, probably in the carburetor itself. Stuck a gander. Let's stuck a gander. I see a little bit of trash in there. Otherwise, it's pretty clean. Huh. Now we can take, oh, let's see, now we can take the fuel line off and this is where you make a mess. Let me stick this back on there. Give it a twist. Oh, there we go. Let me blow this off. Blow the dust off, and then we'll let the fuel tank finish this little job. And what I like to do is take some air and just let this tank blow out. That'll vaporize and dry any little droplets of water that may be in there. Blow back through it very gently. You've got a screen in the very bottom of that. Okay. Now, and with your 7mm still on your ratchet, be very careful. This is plastic. Oh, lordy, lordy. Wedge that in there very gently. I'll try to catch whatever's left in that bowl. Let's walk outside in the sunshine and see what may be in there. Let's see what may be in here. I don't see a whole lot in there. I do see some little particles, but that's not what I'm real concerned about. I'm mostly concerned with what's going to be in the main jet. Pull it out a little bit, get a better look. So got something kind of floating around in there, but I don't see no water or nothing, which is good. Get that nice and dry and clean. All right, let me get a smaller screwdriver here. My little trusty little Craftsman screwdriver set. God, I love it. Let's see, very gently pry that up. It's got O-rings around this, so don't damage them. And when you take this out, don't tilt the carburetor back and forth, because it's got that little, it's got a little venturi in there that can slide forward with you and slide out of place, and it won't let that throttle plate open all the way, because this little thing will go through the hole in it. That's what holds that thing in place. So, all right, let me grab my little otoscope and look. Gently, let's see. I don't know if you can see that or not. Well, oh, let's see. A trusty little torch cleaner. It feels pretty good. That's open. That's open. You can actually pull this piece off, but I'm not gonna pull that off. Ain't no sense in it. What did I do with my carb cleaner? There it is. So make sure you're wearing safety glasses doing this, guys. It hurts like hell to get hit in the eye with this stuff. It burns. You'll see it come out at the bottom. Right there. This is where you get hit in the eye. There we go. Don't spray in there because it'll just kick back and blow all over you. Alright, that seems to be clear. I think it may have just had some bad stale fuel in the bowl, because it looked pretty clean to me. It did. It looked pretty clean. Let me blow this out. Just a simple little cleaning. There we go. I had that jacked up a little bit. All right, let's put it back together. Feel it click all the way in. You'll see this little groove. It's going to follow this. So, and then make sure your holes are lined up. Push it in. Make sure that O-ring is completely in there till it seats completely. And then, no, I'm not going to use an impact to run it back together as bad as I want to. I will use just a hand tool. This isn't what seals the bowl. All this does is holds the bowl in place. That O-ring and everything, the way it fits so tight is what holds it really. Unlike a regular carburetor, one big bowl nut, you know, everybody wants to tighten the crap out of it. Okay. There's that. Make sure your O-ring and this little white plastic keeper is in there. Usually it'll hang on this intake tube coming out. All right, and we will put the governor control throttle doohickey thing on there and the choke. After that goes down, push it onto the intake tube. Okay. Now we'll take the fuel tank. I have got to get a new hose fitting. That's why my compressor kicks on every 5 minutes. I can hear it now that I got the fans and everything off. That's why I never have air pressure. What I like to do is put the tank back in the two little grooves. It just fits like that. Take the fuel line and stick it back on. Grab your little clamp pliers. I love these pliers. I've had these things on my workbench since the early 90s, just for these little fuel line clamps. I'm gonna be buried with these. Oh well. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this back on. Blow all the dust off of it. I need to ask you guys, when y'all work on stuff, what do y'all do with all this raw gasoline you have left over? I'm not putting this back in the tractor, of course, or in the mower, but what do y'all do? Do y'all have a place y'all can take this like you do your motor oil? I know a lot of the auto parts stores, Walmart, places like that will take your used motor oil, but what do you do with your gasoline? Thank goodness I had that other job where I could take it to the bus shop and they had a way to dump it and get rid of it, but I ain't driving no way to Marietta anymore just to dump gasoline. I gotta find out what I can do. Very gently, this is plastic. Let it stop. Okay. Now put your other two little 5/16 or 8mm headed screws in there. Okay. Now, let's trot over here and find some fuel. Let's see, I got some fuel stuck around here somewhere. Oh man, this shop is getting too packed. Ugh. My favorite EPA nozzle. Thanks to the EPA, I spill twice as much gas now trying to pour it in there. Easy. That's all you get. Gas is $3.15 a gallon. Here comes a train. Let's see, let me look at the choke. Yep, auto choke, everything is working just spectacularly. Put these 3 shoulder screws, shoulder bolts back in. I've let my air compressor run low because it wouldn't kick on during the video. Now every time I touch the table, it sinks about 6 inches. I'll be working in the floor in a minute. Okay. Simple little carb cleaning. See what the table's dropping all by itself. All right, that should be enough time for that fuel to fill up the bowl. Pull this handle back and see if that has helped us. Well, there you go. That's 50 bucks. Taking 10, 15 minutes. Whew. Well, fellas, I appreciate y'all watching another Tom Dobie video in the garage. I'm sitting there just dripping sweat. I mean, you could just see it. It was dripping on the camera while I was working. I guess I got to start wearing my sweatband again this summertime down here. Boys and girls, y'all be real good, please. Be good.